Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today we're going to make what I think is a great ground beef recipe. I'm going to make a meatloaf, but we're going to make like a crack meatloaf. You know, like crack chicken, crack burgers. Well, now I'm making a crack meatloaf. It's not like you think, not like crack. You know, okay, crack. It's a crack. Evidently means something that you can't stop eating. And some people say that it's recipes that have bacon, cheese, and ranch dressing in. So I basically got all the bases covered. So without further ado, let's get to it because it's pretty quick to put together, and you just need a little time in the oven, and you got a great tasting dish. So let's get to it. Okay, so to save me from some dishes, I'm doing my meatloaf in the pan. It's going to be freestanding meatloaf that I make. This is some ranch seasoning. It comes in a packet. It's a couple tablespoons, I guess. But anyway, then I got a quarter of a cup of sour cream, a third of a cup of bacon bits. And that's where I get the bacon bits right there. Members Mark from Sam's. They are very good. According to the label, it doesn't have no sugar. But then there's another part of the label that says sugar, but it doesn't say how much. So I don't know, but it tastes good. I like it. And here's some cheddar cheese. And that's a half a cup. So we're going to throw all this together and you watch how it goes. Now the thing I like about this recipe for people that's in carnivore, I looked it up. I couldn't find it nowhere. I saw crack burgers, crack chicken. And I was thinking, well, to make a meatloaf, you know, something like that for a carnivore. So I did. A lot of people will say this ranch powder isn't good. Well, it's just for flavor, and that's all I'm putting in here. One packet, it's 1 ounce basically. But this is a fantastic recipe. If you guys didn't try crack burgers or crack chicken, this one here, it'll put you over the top. Okay, so then we're going to add in our bacon. And you could add more to anything if you want. This is, like I said, this is a third a cup of the bacon. Now let me get my spatula for my sour cream. And remember, this is a quarter of a cup of sour cream. And I'll tell you, the flavor of this thing will knock your socks off. It's going to be, once you make this, I guess it would be like crack. You never get enough. Okay, so that being said, let me just mix this together a little bit. It's easier unless you throw that cheese in there. But anyhow, we're going to throw this together just like this. It's real simple, real easy. Like I'd say, a kid could do it, but I don't want to go that crazy. But it's easy. I got 1.5 pounds of ground beef in there if I didn't say that yet. I made it with 2 pounds, but 2 pounds, and then I try to adjust the seasonings, and it was a little difficult. So it wasn't that difficult, but to me it didn't have the same taste. The wife said it's fine, but I don't listen to her. So yeah, right, okay. All right, so now we're going to put the cheese in here. And for those of you that say I need to wash my hands more, I don't care. I'm going to wash them right now because we're going to stick them right in there. I'm going to form out the meatloaf. And this meatloaf does stay together pretty well. I tried this with an egg in it. My wife said it don't need an egg, so now I do it without the egg. But it's really, really good. One thing I will also tell you is to save the drippings from this and use it to pour on the meatloaf when you get ready to eat. It skyrockets the flavor for some reason. It really does. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is mix this up here with my hands. And like I said, I was trying to save on dishes. Not that it matters, but I did mix everything in the pan we're going to cook in. So let me mix this up and we'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to just shape it. It's crazy, trying to keep this thing still. On the countertop, I got it on a cutting board. Then I put a towel under the cutting board. I put a mat underneath the pan on the cutting board. Anyway, little minor difficulties, but they're not really difficulties. It's all in a day's work. If you want to eat, you got to work for it. Yeah, it was my grandpa used to say stuff like that. Okay, so we're just going to put this together, and because it's a little, I don't know, I can't use the word moist anymore. My daughter has a fit. I'd say damp, I don't know. Wet, I don't know. I don't know what words I could use to take the place of that. But I don't want to make her mad. I like it when she watches my video. Anyway, so we got this, and like I said, I made this. You see it itself. It's free form, freestanding. This is just how we're going to cook it. Put it in the oven. I'm going to set the oven for 375, and I'm going to cook it for 30 minutes. Check the temp, and it still is going to need to be done. Every time I do this, I say that. It takes about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, somewhere in there before it's totally done. And what I mean by totally done, I take it out when the internal temp, when it's still in the oven kind of, is about 153, and I'll take it out. 152, I'll take it out, let it rest, and right before I poke it, it's gone up to 160. So there you go. Let me put this on pause for a minute. And this is 80-20 ground beef. So you can use lean stuff if you want. It doesn't really matter. But it stays together. You'll see I don't need no egg for a binder, no breadcrumbs. I was going to put some not panko, but pork rinds in there, but I thought I don't think it really needs it. So I don't want to change the flavor makeup any. So at any rate, this is going in the oven, and we'll see when it comes out. Okay, guys, there you have it. This was about 48 minutes. It came out perfect, just like it does all the time. I like it like this. It's nice. Let me get a little knife here, and probably a fork. I'm going to take a little taste just for you. Take one for the team, huh? Okay, so here we go. I'm going to cut this. My wife likes the end, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know if you could hear that. Got a little crisp to it. And as you can see, it stays together perfectly. It's not real crumbly. It does have a little moisture. Let's cut a little piece here. What I'm going to do, you know it. I'm going to dip it in here. Man. I'm telling you, once you make a meatloaf like this, you'll never go back. Simple ingredients, great taste. So if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't yet. When you guys are hungry, come back, visit. We'll give you another great recipe just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying Go Carnivore, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.